And switch. And inside. And outside. All right, shoulders, left foot forward, and begin. And switch. All right, Chansiji. And switch. All right. Tendon lengthening, marrow washing, chi soothing method. Okay, release. Yin yang balancing, chi mobilizing method. One more. All right. We are working on Xinjia Erlu and Chen Tai Chi 24 fan form. We're going to start with the Erlu again, and we're going to review the newest moves, and then review a little bit of the moves leading up to the newest moves. All right. So we're still going to go from dragon on the ground, and each time I've instructed this, I think I get a clearer idea how to match some words with the movement and not get it convoluted. All right. So let's see if that's true and give it a shot and try it with me. Getting your dragon on the ground. Like I said last time, we're not going all the way down on dragon on the ground until we're running it from the beginning and we're nice and warm. But here we are on dragon on the ground. Knees just a little bit bent. That's the left leg, it's the right leg. Okay, hands and fists. Slide the left foot in. Open the hands. If you open the hands, I believe the right hand now is turned over and is down. When it was back here, all that happens is you're bringing the foot in and the hands just open and the elbows sink, okay? Which sets you up for a springing action. So you're dragging on the ground and sink the elbows, open the hands, bring the foot in. Then immediately step and thrust out the right palm as you monkey hop. And yep, so with me. Okay, from here the left palm stays up and the right one scoops under. And then the right foot releases a little bit because we're about to turn. When we turn, the left hand turns over onto the hip and the right hand is out for cloud hands to your right. If you look over, yes, okay, if you look over your right shoulder, it would be easy to see me, or it might be better to see me. Now we're just repeating that type of movement again. We're going to swing our left foot back, turn our left palm up, and scoop the right hand in. And there goes that release of the heel again. Then we're going to do it again. Right hand comes up, right foot adjusts, left hand goes to the hip. And then we're going to come back one more time. Left palm up, left foot swings back, right hand scoops here. Then we're going to jump. Right hand comes up, right knee comes up, and you turn all the way around with the ball change where the right foot takes the place of the left. Okay? The right's on its way. Here's the better explanation. The right is on its way to your right hip. And the left one, the palm is open anyways, it now scoops and goes out. And now we're repeating the same moves we just did 5 times in a row, but on the other side. So the left hand comes up, the left foot pivots, and the right foot steps up. And then you're going to adjust the left foot and swing the right foot back. The right hand gets to stay on the hip like this. Okay? One more time, picking the left hand up, picking the left foot up to adjust it, swinging the right foot around, and then one more time back. And on these coming back, the left heel is the one that comes up each time instead of the right. Now we've done 5 on each side. From here, this will have come in more. So make sure that on all of these, the cat stance can come in a lot. It doesn't have to stay far away. And every time it's not a cat stance, which is usually when the hand is up high, whichever hand it is, it's more an equal weight like a commencement stance, like the opening form stance. We would call it a horse stance or embracing horse legs. Anyways, there we were. From here, that was our last one. If this foot's in close enough, the left foot, then when you step out, you can make a circle and cross the arms and then do the side kick, which is called a heel kick in Chen style, and then swing in and do it again. And then turn for your flash to the back, then step 1, 2, and then pull and immediately and quickly circle and drop and strike. All right? I think that's one you can go over and over again on the recording. So I'm still going to do it again with you. Maybe a little less talk each time, a little less explanation each time. So here we are. Round 2. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step and straight. Swing in and straight. Flash to back. Drop, right, left. Circle. Punch. One more time. Dragon on the ground. Up high. Round 3. 1, 2. Wait, did I do that right? Oh yeah, that's right. 3. I'm messing it up. Not round 3. Round 3 again. As an instructor, what's happening is I'm thinking of other ways to say it, which make me, that means I'm like, my mind's wandering, but it's not wandering to something unrelated. It's wandering to like, how can I say this a little differently? Oh, shoot, where am I in the form? So here we go. Slowing it down. So round 3B. Bring it in. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got the count better that time. Circle and kick. In and kick. Flash to back. Drop. Runk. Drop. Punch. So I still did the same moves for round 2 and round 3. My count was off on round 2 because there's an overlap between the two when you transition between the two. And I didn't count that. I counted it as one of the old ones. So when we turn around, we get to make that 1. And then when we're starting to swing the right foot back and forth instead of the left, we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once you get comfortable doing this turning back and forth thing, we should probably do that as a drill next time, is just forget about the hands and work the feet for that section. Oh, I know. How about today? Well, maybe. Yeah, let's do it today. Let's just do the feet for that section and forget about the hands for a moment. All right, so we're in the high, dragging on the ground, and then we go through, boom. Now we're forgetting about the hands. We're just gonna put them on the hips. So here we are. That's 1 landing here. Here's the right foot. 2, 3, 4, 5. See? It's just, okay, and then we jump. We'll call that 1, and we have 2. There goes the right foot up. 3, right foot back. 4, right foot forward. Right foot back. So there you go. That's a way to think about it. So live, new way of instructing it. Never before seen explanation. We bring it in. We step out, and we call this 1, and we turn. 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch it up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's really more about kind of a bamboo step here, and then kind of a step back cat stance here. Step forward, bamboo step while turning. Step back, cat stance, retreat. So each time these happen, we get into the flow of it. We have this foot coming in, coming to a horse stance or like a bamboo stopping, and then coming back to a cat stance, coming forward, coming back, cat stance. And I think getting that pivot's kind of awkward. If you watch Chen Bing do it, he's pretty quick with it, right? But then also you get to see, oh, he's like bringing his foot in, like bamboo stepping or cat stances. But he's only really bringing it in on the one that should be a cat stance. It's the one where you're here and the hand's scooping, or you're on this side and the hand's scooping. But when the hand goes out with the wave hands like clouds motion, that one, it's almost like creates a bamboo stop. And then this one's like a, ooh, get out of the way, and then come forward. And then, ooh, get out of the way, and then come forward. Get out of the way. I'll scoot back so you can see it better. It's like come forward, and then get out of the way. Whoa. So this is like a retreating, closing here, and then this one's like the opening and stopping. No matter which side we're doing it on. Right? Now I'm exaggerating that a little bit. He steps a little bit, enough to have to bring the foot in. With all the Kung Fu I've done, I want to go really far and bring it back into a cat stance. But hopefully that gives some insight to the feeling of how that movement works for you. We'll have plenty of time to review it as we're closing in on the end of this form. Like I said, it's about 21 strikes in a row coming up after this section. And once we muddle through it, we can spend the rest of the year working on the pacing, cleaning up the movements, making them better, maybe even looking at some applications, although there's kind of universal applications. If you're striking, you must be hitting something. So it would be good, like we've done, once it's allowed, a couple months from now or something, get the pads out and hit them and stuff. All right? So take a break or press pause and come right back. Press pause if you can, or if you're watching this on live, you may not be able to. And then we'll come back with your fan. Oh no, shoot. Let's do the Xinjia one time. All right, Xinjia Erlu one time. So take a breath, find a spot where you know you're not gonna run out of room, and I'll lead it one time. Still gonna do a walkthrough pace, guys. Still a walkthrough pace. I'm not interested in going super fast yet, even though I have a tendency to speed up. Again. Okay, very good. Now go get your fan and we'll review the ending of the fan form and then run it from the top. Of course, remember, if you're reviewing this at a later time, press pause, go back and work on what you need to, get those burning questions answered by your analysis of my performance. You can question the way I do it, I don't mind. This is a one-take sort of things, so there's bound to be some things that are off, but sometimes they're not off, and they can provide insights into how the moves are done. So, press pause, take a break, and come back out, and we'll work on the fan form. That sound? If you're on the live stream, come on out. You ready? Or you were already practicing, weren't you? I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad that you're enthused about this routine. It's only 24 movements, but why is it so challenging? Yep. All right, the ending part. Okay. I did a lot of review on this last time, and I think I keep going off camera, but I got this iPad now on the floor here, so I can keep track, but I've figured out when I go way over there, I'm not looking over here. So I'm gonna just try being further back here because it is a fisheye. So hopefully I'll stay on camera this time. All right, so we did this move here, right? Are you with me on that? When we do the kick and we jump back, okay? So let's try that. I know, I'm not gonna jump that high or anything right now, just kind of a walk-through pace. So we're here, we do that slow kick, try it with me, and then here, turn, and step, and turn, close it. Yeah, this next part happens super fast because it's a jump kick, but anyways, we swing, pass it off, left foot, kick, right foot, and then back, one step, pass it off, 2 steps, you're in a cat stance, bring it in, bring it down, up, down, bring it in, and elbow, right elbow, out, and kick. Let it close naturally. I'm going to scoot back so I'm stay in the view. Then we're going to palm and come through. And then when that happens, the right one swings down and back so that it can open up. Then you turn quickly, and it whips close. Not way out, sorry. It's still tight, but I was seeing the camera angle and making sure you saw it. It goes whoosh, like that. And it goes right from that to bouncing in here to stepping back. Then this is the part that accumulates slowly because it's about to demonstrate your knowledge of Fa Jing, and boom. Now, before we do the next part after the fists, in reviewing the teacher who we're following as an example, I looked around and discovered he's more of a wushu guy. So it tells me that when we go back through these forms, we can take a lot of our Chen knowledge that we've gained from training for so long and really bring the Chen part into it. I know it's a flashy routine, so we do want the demo part. That's cool and fun, but we also want the authentic internal part with the Chen. Obviously, this is not an ancient form, it's a modern form. But it's a fun form, right? Okay, from the double punch, are you ready? Get back in there. And double punch. This is a good spot for you guys to see. All right, double punch. We lean. And then that left elbow bends into the shoulder. You get ready to open and you pop up. Boom. From here, you have a gentle folding in. And when this folds in, it closes, not with a whipping action, but it's, I'm trying to do something, trying to explain it, both parts of it. So the right hand part of it, it folds in for a little bit, which begins to close it, and it will close the rest of it when it comes back out. The left hand will come horizontally across. As you step out, so that the hands circle out. You'll remember this if you think of when you go out to do the Buddha stamp in the 38 form or one of the other forms. You have this guy and this guy. If you think of it as this guy, it will help you connect through. The difference being that both hands will come down and then both hands will come up before it turns into the Buddha stamp. So let's go back from the punch again. I'm going to face this way, but I think I might try the punch where I'm standing next to you today to give you another angle. First, the true direction is this way for the front of the form, towards the gong. So we punch, we lean, hand comes near the shoulder, then you will come back up, one motion, close, down, and sink, and that's a repeat from earlier. Yeah, you want a side view? I don't know if it'll work, but let's try it. So we're going to do the punches that way. All right? So we punch, and we lean, and come up. And circle back over your right, forward towards your left, and pull back suddenly. Pull back. Then sink and open, then down, up, here, and up, down, close, one finger, spreads out, together. As an experiment, let's try facing this way one time, just so you can see it from a different angle. This puts you slightly behind me, like if we were in class, I'd say come over on the other side. So if I was facing this way, I'd say you need to be over here to copy it. Well, if I turn this way, over here is off my left shoulder, I'm off your right shoulder. All right, so here we do the double punch. Yep, that's better. Okay, from here, we lean, comes to the shoulder, and we whip. And then we close. Oh, this comes horizontally, vertically, and then sink, and down. Okay? Yeah. You need to practice it, I know, but I can't see you yet. And you're welcome to do another recording. Those are helpful for me to give good ideas. If I have anyone here on a live class, then we'll have like actual questions and stuff, and that will may help you at home. So, what do we do? Well, let me try from the normal direction one time, because I know I may have filled in the blanks, and if you review this later, you can look at those blanks by rewinding it and stuff. So let's try from the normal direction from the double punch, or actually from here. Okay, so here we go. And we kick. No, I'm sorry. We kick and bring it back, then step and turn. Step and turn with the block in front. Close the fan. Whip it up and kick. Jump it back. And up, down, cross. No cross, actually. Elbow, elbow, elbow. Close casually. Shoot through. Turn and close it. Pull and double punch. Boom. Lean and up. And fold in, out, down, and sink and elbow. Close. Up, down. Close. What I noticed in observing him doing his form is that there was a lot of external in it as well. And that's, with my Kung Fu background too, I inevitably have that. Some of you pointed out before, you're like, once you train in Kung Fu, then you're like, oh, now I see the influence of years of Tiger Crane Kung Fu in that Chen style. Years of Yang style in the Chen style. So, from the top. Start from the top once. If we get it right, we'll end the class and give you a chance if you want to spend the next, let's say we do the fan form one more time and we're done like in 4 or 5 minutes. Then you spend about 15 minutes or so on your own. You won't be able to rewind yet, I'm not sure about that. But practicing a little bit, I'll try to get the videos up as soon as possible. You'll have to check on it to see that they're there, but usually they're there pretty quick. All right. Fan form from the top. Oh, not just from the top, from the beginning to the end. Wow. All right. Yeah. Good job. Quite an accomplishment. And on live stream. And what day is it? Not even halfway through the year. I guess it's kind of exactly half if you count December, starting 2 weeks in December, all the way up to 2 weeks into May. That's pretty impressive. 6 months, 20 to 30 minutes twice a week, and then transitioning to live stream towards the end of it. That's pretty impressive. So, good job. Let's go ahead and bow out. We honor the masters who came before us and seek to follow their examples. Good class, I'm glad you made it. And I'll see you on the other